Hi everybody, I'm Monty McKinnon. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be working on the neck, and I'm going to show you what I've done here. Now the first thing that's come up is I needed to make sure that this was flat for the guitar that you see hanging here. That little puppy has been hanging there for a couple of years. I was going to throw it in the garbage, but I've decided I won't. I'll put a neck on it. I had the wood, and I got this from my mentor, so I didn't make all of the neck. It's the typical head stock that he does, and the slot was cut, and I had to trim this up. Now take a look at this here. This is where I'm using and setting up the table saw in order to make sure that this part in here is flat. And it turns out, because it was rocking, I knew it wasn't flat, so I had to just nip off the slightest little bit because the 14th fret is right up in here. So I did that actually twice. Now I have it flat, it doesn't rock. The next thing you're going to see is where I put two slots in here along in the neck in order to accommodate two pieces of hardwood. Now, now what I'm going to do at this point, I have glued in the pieces of hardwood. This happens to be Brazilian rosewood that I had, just scrap here. So I cut them, put them into the slots, and I've used my Star Bond. Now, I've glued these in, but I noticed on the actual where the block is glued to the body, right in here, there's a tiny little, what almost looks like a crack. I don't think it is. I just don't think the wood was totally flat, both pieces, when it went down. There could have been just a little bit out. So what I did is I simply took my Star Bond glue. Now, this stuff is worth its weight in gold. Star Bond, and I can't say enough about their glues. They're excellent. This is the thin. It comes in medium, comes in thick, it comes in black, it comes in clear, it comes in brown. They've got it all. And they make it fresh every month, so you know you're getting good stock. Now I take this and I just put a drop here, just a tiny little bit. There, that'll do it. And that'll just fill that crack and make sure that nothing comes out. And that's, you don't want a failure on your neck once it's all made and put away. So make sure you put the lid back on your glue. You don't want to knock this off and find you've just glued your hand to the bench. Yeah, I know people who have done that. And let's get that out of the way. So this is now even dry to the touch. It's great glue. You gotta try it. So I now have a plane, and the thing is, I'm going to want to put this jig on here and use my router to cut this out, because we're going to take this, flatten down these two pieces, and then we're going to recess that whole area. So we have this cut out here. So now we're going to shape this down here like this. So that's okay. However, and there's nothing wrong with this, it's just pretty good. This is an extra precaution. So again, I'm using this Star Bond thin glue, and I just want to run it down. Make sure that we've got lots of glue in there. Well, this stuff is so good. When it goes down into the edge here, it wicks. It's like thinner than water. It just wicks right down in there perfectly, and it will just make sure that these pieces of Brazilian rosewood are never going to move, because I just wouldn't want to put the insert in there and then have these move and the whole thing come out. So this is just a little, while I can do this right now and put in this little extra step here at this point, and it works extremely well. All right, it's time for me to clean up and get all of this put away. Now I'm going to have, and my friend Gary in England would concur with this one, I'm going to have some Yorkshire tea. Now, Yorkshire makes fabulous tea. They really, really do. If you haven't had Yorkshire tea, you really need to treat yourself and get some. And if you want to go a step above, get Yorkshire Gold. Oh my goodness. No, it doesn't cost gold, but it's pure gold. It just is delightful. You'll really, really like it. So I'm going to let this just set. I'm going to clean up here. As soon as I'm done, I'm heading upstairs. I'm getting myself some Yorkshire tea because I think I've earned it so far today. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now. Okay, what's next? Let's get this out of here.